Good afternoon. How are we all? Sarah here, aka the Business Fixer. So today I am talking about 5 quick and easy ways to increase cash flow in your service-based business. Now, ultimately, managing cash flow is the lifeblood of any service-based business. It's the lifeblood of any business. Whilst generating revenue is obviously absolutely crucial, you've got to maintain the healthy cash flow because ultimately cash is king. If any of you have heard the phrase turnover is vanity, profit is sanity, cash is king, right? So it's so important in terms of the sustainability and growth of your business. So what I want to do today is talk to you about 5 ways in which you can enhance your cash flow effectively. Right. So number 1, and this I think is probably one of the most obvious strategies, but it honestly surprises me how many businesses hesitate to implement it. And what's that? It's increasing your prices. Now, often I hear that there are common concerns, including like the fear of losing loyal clients, being perceived as more expensive than competitors. Excuse the dog barking in the background. Bear with me 1 second. Let's bring him on the live in the hope that calms him down. So anyway, as I was saying, there's common concerns like the fear of losing loyal clients, being perceived as being more expensive than competitors, or even the fear of deterring potential new clients. But, and this is the key thing, and this is something I talk about on a frequent basis, if you have accurately identified your ideal client, so you've understood their specific needs, pain points, and desires, and have clearly articulated your unique value in terms of the service you provide, then pricing becomes more about the value of your service rather than the cost. And that is, in business, is an absolute game changer. And to be perfectly honest, this is one of the things I often work with my clients is their pricing strategy. And often the fear of increasing prices is a mindset shift more than anything else. Number 2, particularly in service-based businesses, leveraging retainer agreements is a real key way of being able to have sustainable revenue and cash flow management, right? They offer a reliable income stream which helps stabilizes your cash flow. You're effectively giving your clients an option to pay a fixed monthly fee for ongoing services. You secure a consistent revenue. It's a win-win. They get continuous support without the hassle of multiple invoices, and your business enjoys predictable income. Okay, number 3. Optimize your billing process. Okay, often I see time and time again that businesses are missing out on funds because effectively they've have not got a sensible, structured billing process. So if you delay your invoicing, which is a common service-based business issue, it basically leads to unnecessary cash flow interruptions. You're making it more difficult for yourself. So automate your billing process. Using tools like Xero or similar accounting software, you can ensure that your invoices are sent promptly. I know with majority of my clients, the invoice goes out monthly on an automatic basis, right? Also, in terms of your billing process, you can offer incentives for them paying your invoice early or implementing late fees to encourage timely payments, thereby again improving your cash flow. Number 4, and again this surprises me how many businesses don't have this in place. Negotiate your payment terms. Have stricter payment terms. Many service-based businesses have a 30-day payment term, sometimes even longer than that. Reduce this to 7 or 14 days, and therefore that significantly shortens the waiting period for income funds, right? Now, the other thing, and particularly in industries such as accountancy and law firms, just to name a couple, what you can also do is request a payment on account before you even start any work, And then what you can also do is before as the final milestone is being completed, you can then also get payment. So give you an example. One of my clients requires 50% payment up front, with the remaining balance due before the submission of any planning application. That way then he's protected, and to be perfectly honest, this came from an issue that he had with one of his clients not paying him after he had previously submitted a planning application, right? Now he'll do it before he submits, because that way then he can make sure he's always guaranteed to be paid. They want their planning application to be submitted. He gets his payment. Happy days. This approach has significantly reduced cash flow delays, as demonstrated with my client. It's essential that you communicate your payment terms clearly from the outset. So this is where ensuring that your payment terms are on your invoice is a bare minimum, but you should also have a contract in place that is set up at the very beginning when you are negotiating whatever contract that you're working with, or even if it's a case of as a law firm, accountancy firm, as a law firm, you have to have terms of business, you have to have client care letter. Now, if you are a service-based business, I have a free, and I am saying this is genuinely free, terms and conditions template. It's been drafted by me, a former litigation lawyer. If you go to a law firm, it will cost you at least £1,000 to get this document. And yes, I am genuinely giving it away for free. So if you want a copy of that, then all you just need to do is put in the comments terms and I will send you the link. Okay, number 5. Manage your expenses wisely. Again, this sometimes seems like this is an obvious one, but how often are you actually reviewing what is going out of the bank? So many times when I'm working with businesses and I'm looking through their bank statements, and like via Xero or wherever in terms of the bank feed, I'll be saying to them, well, what's this for? What's this for? And they will literally look at me blankly because they do not know what those expenses are. Well, that's money that's going out that's not in your back pocket, or because you don't know what it is. So make sure you know what is precisely going out of your bank, making sure that you cut back anything that needs to be cut back. So making sure you switch to more cost-effective suppliers, if need be, renegotiate contracts, and cutting any non-essential services. Right, this is a word of caution here. So many businesses, when they are cutting expenses, particularly when cash flow is tight, one of the first things that goes is anything to do with marketing, their marketing budget. Do not cut your marketing budget. Your marketing is what will generate you leads, which then generates sales, which then gives you your cash flow. Do not cut your marketing budget. But what you do need to do is make sure you test and measure the effectiveness of your marketing efforts before making any reductions, okay? So if you've got any particular activities that you are doing that through actually testing and measuring, you know they are ineffective, then yes, stop doing that. So if a particular type of Google ad is costing you a lot of money and you're not getting the leads from it, then yes, you need to potentially either adjust the ad or stop the ad. Fair enough in that situation, but do not cut your overall marketing budget. Ultimately, if you keep your overheads under control, it will then mean you will directly contribute to a healthier cash flow. So, as I said, improving cash flow is not solely about increasing revenue. It's not just all about increasing the amount of sales that you're getting. It's about actually strategically managing the inflow and outflow of your funds and ensuring your business remains financially healthy. So by increasing prices based on the value you offer, leveraging retainers, optimizing your billing process, negotiating favorable payment terms, and managing your expenses wisely, ultimately you can create a more stable, predictable cash flow. So make sure that you start implementing these strategies today. Now, If any of these things you're like, you know what, I know I need to implement this, I'm not sure what the best way is, say for example increasing your prices, that's, like I said, is one of the biggest ways that my clients make a massive difference. One of my clients, literally, they increased their income by 3 times compared to the previous year, all by increasing their prices. Okay, so if you want any support in any of these things, then all you need to do is get in touch. We can either do a free strategy session where we do a deeper dive on your business, or ultimately we are, until the very end of this month, and we've only got a couple of days left, you can book in a free Power Hour coaching session where we'll dig deep on that specific issue. Your strategy session is an overarching over your business, whereas the Power Hour is literally on one specific issue. We are ultimately here to secure your financial freedom and achieve sustainable growth. So there are plenty of things in there, that you can potentially get yourself your free terms and conditions template that's worth over £1,000. You can get yourself booked in terms of a deeper dive on your business and book in a free strategy session. And if you really want to, you can also have a free coaching session for a limited time only in relation to your cash flow, and we can dig deeper on your finances. There are 3 potential options. Normally, I only give you one option because I don't want to confuse you all. However, on this occasion, there are so many things that are coming out of this, in terms of this information, this content. I want you to get the absolute best out of it. So, hope that has helped. If you've got any questions, of course, please DM me or put them in the comments. I hope you've got some value, and I look forward to seeing you again next week.